ìpàdé ògo.
We receive glory.
Wà á rìn ìpàdé ọlá. It's our breakfast special on your choice dial this morning. 24 minutes past the hour of 6 today, the 21st of October 2025. Kelly Kemenjima is my name. It's a joy, as it is a pleasure to be with you on the show today. We're together till almost 11:30 a.m. doing what we do. So first up, our first team will be our sports team, will be bringing us details and feelers from the sporting world on Sports Attack. We'll race through that from 6:30 a.m. to 6:55. Exit for our sponsored religious program, Living with Purpose, will take us till 7 a.m. The world news. After the news, we pay some bills and we check out what the newspapers are saying today on the newspaper review segment, which is an extended conversation. As panelists will join us, we'll make some sense of the issues and gladly will take contributions from you. All right? So welcome everyone to the show. A very good morning to you.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Oh, what did it happen now? No bonus for all my line. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
It's 12 a.m. in the morning. I still do it for your call. Don't do me like this, oh yeah. Cause I don't wait, oh. I don't wait, so yeah. And I still dey pray, oh. I still dey pray, oh yeah. Oh, don't know. Oh, my ego now for you.
Oh, my ego for you.
Oh, my rabba now for you, yeah.
Oh, my rabba for you.
Oh, me now for you, yeah.
Okay for you.
All the motor for my garage for you, yeah.
The motor in the garage for you, yeah.
Oh, my ego now for you. Oh, my rabba now for you, yeah.
Oh, my rabba now for you, yeah.
Oh, me now for you, yeah. All the motor for my garage for you, yeah.
The motor for the garage for you.
We're back.
Catch all the latest and trending sports stories on Sports Attack on your premium talk, news, and sports radio station.
6:30 a.m.
every weekday.
For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Sports Attack on Today95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. My name is Adekuri Odwanya, Nigerian first ever world silver medalist in wrestling.
Arsenal are moving faster to secure the signing of Eberechi Eze, and they are about to hijack the deal from Tottenham Hotspur, who were in advanced talks with Crystal Palace for the signing of the player. £60 million agreed between Arsenal and Crystal Palace. Just about last night, everything happened so fast, and Eberechi Eze could become an Arsenal player in just a couple of days. I understand that by Friday, Eberechi will undergo medical as a new signing for Arsenal, and this has been skyrocketed due to the injury, the knee injury of Kai Havertz. So Arsenal went into the market straight. Of course, they've had talks with Eberechi Eze for some months now where they agreed personal terms, and they were not so keen on the signing until Kai Havertz's injury. And right now, Eberechi could become Arsenal player in the coming days. What do you make of this move by Arsenal? Another statement of intent that Arsenal are ready to take over the Premier League this particular season. And for the Nigeria, the Tigers, they are out of the ongoing AfroBasket Championship, ousted by Senegal. What do you make of their run? Disappointing? Or at least they gave their all, just couldn't beat Senegal. These are the talking point on the show this morning, Sport Attack, the Thursday edition of the show. We like to call it Sport for Breakfast whenever you're a reliable radio spokesman, the classical gentleman, my name being Reliable Reliance, returns here to give you the latest developments from sport. We start from weightlifting. Weightlifting prodigy Florence Olarinoye has continued to make a mark for Nigeria by winning 6 gold medals at the African Junior and Youth Weightlifting Championship in Ghana. Olarinoye won 3 gold medals in the youth category and added another 3 in the junior category. She lifted snatch 71 kg, clean and jack 86 kg, totaling 157 kg. Another young Nigerian lifter, Cecilia Ezinwa, also won 2 gold and a silver in the 48 kg class. In athletics, Team Nigeria's qualification was deepened in Accra, Ghana, as both the men's and women's 4x400 meters relay squad failed to secure tickets for the 2025 World Athletics Championship in Tokyo. Just 24 hours after the 4x100 teams fell short, the 4x400 meters athletes also missed out. This means the Nigeria's relay teams will not feature at the Tokyo 2025 World Athletics Championships unless the Athletic Federation of Nigeria (AFN) finds another meet for the athletes to try their luck before the qualification window closes on August 24. No good news right there for Nigeria. Well, in basketball too, no good news because Nigeria's senior men's team, the Tigers, have been knocked out of the ongoing 2025 FIBA AfroBasket Championship following a 91-75 defeat to Senegal in their quarterfinal encounter at the Pavillon Mortiosos de Luanda in Angola yesterday. Nigeria made a total of 73 field goals attempts and registered 35.6% field goals. Total rebounds and stood at 35, while the team registered 14 assists, 8 steals and 3 blocks. On the other hand, Senegal recorded 70 field goals attempt, 47.1% field goals, 53 rebounds, 14 assists, 5 steals and 16 turnovers. Despite the torrid outing for Nigeria, co-captain Ikenwanwu put up a team-high 15 points, while Sanokoye, Caleb Agada and Martins Igbanu all scored 14, 12 and 12 points respectively. Crucial to Senegal's victory was Branco Bradio, who scored a game-high 32 points. John Jacques Boise also chipped in with 19 points, while Mustafa Papadiop registered 14 points on the night. A disappointing move after they had such a fantastic form at the group stage for Nigeria. Let's have your thoughts when I get to the part where you be part of the conversation. In athletics, Team Nigeria came out tops at the second edition of the Confederation of African Athletics Region 2 Senior Athletics Championships, which ended at the University of Ghana Sports Complex, Accra, on Tuesday. Nigeria topped the medal table with 15 gold, 8 silver, and 2 bronze medals, bringing the team's total medal haul to 25. Burkina Faso came second ahead of the Benin Republic with 21 medals, made up of 7 gold, 10 silver, and 4 bronze, while the Benin Republic secured 6 gold, 4 silver, and 6 bronze medals for a total of 16. Host Ghana, who fielded 30 athletes, finished fourth with 3 gold, 11 silver, and 9 bronze medals. At least a good news for Nigerians this morning in other sports. Well, there's another bad news in athletics. World Athletics has approved the nationality switch of 400-meter sprinter Emmanuel Bamidele from Nigeria to UAE, that is United Arab Emirates, paving the way for him to compete under a new flag. The change was confirmed on the governing body's official database, with the 26-year-old listed as eligible to represent the Gulf nation. That is not the good news, right? Another Nigerian switching allegiance to another country. In boxing, Daniel Dubois was upset with his performance in the knockout loss to Alexander Usyk and felt he needed a change from trainer Don Charles, according to manager Sam Jones. I've been around Daniel for just over a week. Jones told Sky Sport he's decided he needs a fresh team, a new voice, a new plan, but that's not to diminish anything Don Charles has done. He's done a fantastic job. So Don Charles is no longer the trainer of Daniel Dubois after the loss to Usyk. New management that is just about a week old right there, and we'll see how Daniel Dubois progresses from there. Do not forget the talking point on the show. How much will Eberechi be bringing to Arsenal, and making a move in just about to be the fastest deal Arsenal have completed in this summer signing? Is that a statement of intent to go all out and dominate the Premier League after Kai Havertz's injury was confirmed? For the Tigers, what do you make of their unfortunate outstar from the ongoing FIBA Afro-Basket Championship? Let's turn our attention to football now, where Mr. Joseph Eno and Prince Ukeme Ukbong are to take charge of Aqua United Football Club and Ibom Angels Football Club, respectively, as chairman. The new chairman of Aqua United will be assisted by Pastor Ini Edo as vice chairman, Mr. Jimmy Joshua as general manager, while Elder Oman Basi will serve as the club secretary. Others are Mr. Festus Akpan, team manager, Mr. Mfon Patrick, media manager, to be assisted, that is, by Mr. Nsika Rabasi Akpan. Prince Ukemukbong, a renowned supporter of female football in the state, takes charge as the chairman of Ibom Angels. So new management for Aqua United and Ibom Angels. Let's see if they will steer them away from the NNL back to the Nigeria Premier Football League. Talking about Nigeria Premier Football League, champions Remo Stars have announced the signing of 3 new players ahead of the 2025/2026 season. The 3 new players are midfielders Chaka Koulibaly and Jerome Bonu, as well as striker Adama Goita, who all signed 2-year deals. The Melian Soup, we are pleased to announce the signing of midfielder Chaka Koulibaly and striker Adama Goita. Both have put pen to paper on a 2-year deal the club announced yesterday. Malian soup. Yeah, that's what it is for Remo Stars. All right, let's move on now. Still within Nigerian inter-club football, but this time around from the national team point of view. Ebenezer Harcourt made history following Nigeria's 2-0 victory over Congo at the 2024 African Nations Championship on Tuesday by becoming the youngest player to feature for the Super Eagles. The 15-year-old believes he will become one of Nigeria's greatest goalkeeper.
My first time being with high-level players like the stars of the MPFL. They are really good players, and the goalkeepers, they embraced me as their own. They guided me well, taught me, and they gave me confidence. And I thank God for giving me the opportunity, because in life it's all about opportunity, and I took my chance very well. This platform is one of the biggest stages of my football career. It's all about learning and consistency. So with the coaches, the goalkeeper coach guiding me, I believe that I'll be great.
he believes he's going to be great. Let's see how great he becomes. Well, he had some time to take us through his football journey thus far.
I stayed in Calabar, training with my dad. From there, I moved to Bandresa, just an academy. I played there, and then from Uyo, I went back to school. So then I moved to Ogun State. That's when I started with Sporting Lagos. Just a year, we went to Sweden. We won the Gotia Cup. I got the national team call-up for the under-20 WAFU B. We won it. We took third place in the AFCON. Then we went for the Ghana WAFU. Yeah, Ghana hosted the WAFU competition. We went. Unfortunately, we went out from the finals. From there, I saw my name on the list for the Chan Eagles. I was very happy, but I was not happy too because I was in Ghana. I was like, oh, they left. So with time, I was at home, still training and preparing for the next phase of the World Cup. Then I got a call up. That's when the journey began.
And the journey continues for the teenage goalkeeper for the Nigeria national team. All right, so that is what it is for Ebenezer Harcourt. Before we continue with the stories this morning, let's let you in on some of the stories still regarding national team football, that is this time around from the women's point of view, as Super Falcons defender Ashley Plumter has called on the Nigeria Football Federation, the National Sports Commission, and by extension the federal government to build on the success recorded by the team after winning their 10th Women Africa Cup of Nations trophy.
Obviously, a lot of people have appreciated us and they've congratulated us and said how much it's meant to the nation. But I think the next thing is like, then what can this success do? We don't want this just to be a celebration of like a week, 2 weeks, 1 month. It has to then infiltrate down into academy systems, into the setup in Nigeria. How can we make these opportunities more accessible to young people so when we talk about young people having a dream, it's so easy for us to say, have a dream and it can come true. But I think that's sometimes wishful thinking. Like there are certain things that have to be put in place to support young people to get those opportunities. So I hope that's the next thing.
In an interview with Channel Sports, Plumter stressed on the need to implement strategy to sustain the success while creating avenues for football talent development for young girls from the grassroots.
Obviously, the team has had success for many, many years. And obviously, with women's football being bigger now, it's nice that, and I wasn't expecting how big it was when we won. I knew what it meant for people, but I don't think I really knew how much it meant for Nigerians, for women's football in Nigeria and West Africa and Africa as a whole. But I think the important thing is, like, when you're successful, there's a lot of attention when you've won, but then it's the what next, and then sustaining any level of support or backing.
It's meant a lot for Nigerians, trust me, Plumter. The Saudi Arabia-based defender further shared how the Falcons were able to overcome and overlook the crowd from Morocco. You know what it means to play the host nation in the final of a tournament? How were the Falcons able to do it?
Honestly, it's still kind of a blur right now because I haven't really had time to for everything to sink in. But going into the final, I messaged one of my friends before the game and I was just like, it doesn't feel like I'm playing a final. I feel like the whole journey of being in Morocco was just like trying to take one game at a time and just kind of trusting in the process. And that's how it felt in the final as well. Obviously, it was a big occasion and we were playing in front of so many Moroccan fans. But for us, we just kind of prepared for every game in the same way. So I think maybe the occasion got to us a little bit at the start of the game, because obviously our first half was very different to our second half. But at the end of the day, I think we knew in the back of our mind like what we wanted to achieve from the very beginning. So we knew in our minds that the final was something that we were going to get to, that we wanted to get to. And when we got there, it was just trying to execute the plan that we had in mind.
And plans were successfully executed, that they came back with the trophy. AC Milan and Bayer Leverkusen have reached a verbal agreement over the transfer of Nigerian striker Victor Boniface. 30 million euro in the line, a loan deal with a buy option in that amount, which is not mandatory, by the way. So Milan are in direct talks with Boniface's representative over personal terms. A key final step before the move is sealed. Will it be a good move for Victor Boniface to AC Milan? 0810-9510-951. That is 0810-9510-951. It's about time to have you talk to us on the show, and I will do just that when I return from this market.
Oh, what did happen now? No bonus for all my lines. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Sport Attack right here on Today 95.1 FM 0810-9510951. Time to have you talk to us on the show on the talking point with race thus far. AC Milan in direct talks with Victor Boniface's representatives over a possible move. A loan deal with a €30 million option to buy, which is not mandatory, has been reported. Will it be a good move for Victor Boniface or stay and fight for your place in Bayer Leverkusen? And for Arsenal, what do you make of their swift move to get Eberechi Eze? We understand that over the weekend, medicals will be conducted, and they've successfully hijacked the deal from Tottenham Hotspur, who were close to getting him for £55 million plus add-ons and bonuses. But for Arsenal, £60 million on offer, and they're about to get their man after confirming the knee injury of Kai Havertz. Statement signing for Arsenal this season for the Tigers out of the AfroBasket Championship, defeated by Senegal. Well, what do you make of their run in the competition? 0810-9510-951. That is 0810-9510-951. Taking your call simultaneously with the stories. Nigeria football lovers have chosen who they believe is the country's best goal scorer. Today, FM Sport Attack sampled public opinion on the topic of which Super Eagles player, past or present, has the ability to score quality and great goals.
Then Osimhen is the second.
Victor Osimhen, no doubt, is a good player, but he's not the best Nigeria goal scorer ever.
Victor Osimhen is not the best Nigerian goal scorer. He's not a good scorer. We have Rashidi Yekini.
So there you have it, still tilting toward the legendary Rashidi Yekini. Probably because Victor Osimhen has not surmounted the record still held by Rashidi Yekini as a Nigerian all-time goal scorer. Maybe when he does, probably they will tilt toward this direction. Hello, good morning. All right, lost that call. Do well to call back. Ademola Lookman will face punishment from Atalanta after a 2-week training strike at the Super Eagles star failed to force through his desired move to Inter Milan, according to Goal.com. According to Calcio Mercato, Lookman would be forced to apologize to the club after going on strike to push through a move, but Atalanta are still prepared to impose sanctions. Arsenal forward Kai Havertz is set for a spell on the sidelines with a knee injury. Assessments are at an early stage, that is, so the prognosis and duration of any layoff is unclear. After winning the PFA Men's Young Player of the Year, Morgan Rogers has set himself some lofty goals to achieve.
I'll be back here next year picking up a different trophy. That's the aim, that's the goal. I want to be in the World Cup, I want to play for my country. The World Cup is the biggest stage, the biggest honour, and I've got a lot to do to get there, I know that, and I'm competing against loads of great players and amazing players every week, and it's my turn to show what I'm about. I think later down the line I want to be one of them incredible players that people speak about, so to do that I've got to do what they did and what they followed after, so it's a nice recognition, but there's more to winning.
All right, 0810-9510951. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please, what's your name? I need you to speak up so we can hear you.
From Lagos.
Okay, Kene, go ahead.
It's a good move for Eberechi Eze.
Liverpool on who?
Liverpool transfer Isak, another player.
Isak is training alone at the moment. Liverpool have not returned with an improved bid, possibly, but the man is training alone. He's still bent that he wants to move from the club.
Okay.
And for Maguire, well, nothing concrete just yet. Both of them, Maguire will be in the Crystal Palace's shirt later today when they play in the Conference League playoff. So nothing concrete.
And then maybe we should do something. You go to the side, maybe we'll play other things.
All right, thank you very much. They will do fast. 11 days still left until the end of the transfer market. Well, Egyptian Mo Salah, when he won the PFA Men's Player of the Year, became the only player in history to win that award 3 times. No one has done it. And he did share how he feels to set history.
Great. Do something like never happened before in the Premier League is something I will never forget it, and I'll never take it for granted. Yeah, so I'm so happy. I'm glad about that. Yeah, I think we had a great season. I had also my best season in the club, maybe in my career as well. We won the league in a historical way, and I'm glad that we managed to do that, and hopefully also continue this year.
Continue this season, you might have to face competition from Arsenal. By the way, Mosela has tipped Arsenal to be the favourite to win the Premier League this season. Who wouldn't? With the kind of moves that they are making. Hi, good morning.
Yes, Ekene is back again.
Okay, now go ahead.
Nah, very, very fantastic. You guys are, for you, for England, Africa, Salah is dead.
The all and all.
Yes.
All right, Ekene. Thank you very much. Appreciate your thoughts. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please.
My name is Tim.
Okay.
Well, if AC Milan do that, I mean, I think the money first will do.
Yeah.
I want him to do this so that let us know if he can score goal. Keep scoring for Nigeria.
Okay. All right.
I want to ask, is there any concrete arrangement between Arsenal and Breccia?
I just talked about it. I started the show with £60 million on offer. Personal terms. Personal terms have been agreed since about June. Club-to-club agreement has been agreed verbally. Medicals is understood to be set for Friday. So Arsenal is moving faster than Flash to sign Eberechi Eze. So they've hijacked the deal officially from Tottenham Hotspur.
Okay, very good.
So it's left for them to put pen to papers and secure everything. Turkish giant Galatasaray women have confirmed the contract extension of Super Falcon defender Tosin Demeyin. The announcement was made yesterday. Taiwan Warning's future at Nottingham Forest is in doubt after a move of new arrivals at the City Ground has pushed the Nigerian striker further down the pecking order. Barnsley manager Conor Horihen has confirmed that Nigerian midfielder Kelechi Nwakali is no longer part of his plans for the new season, and Idafi coach Joe Ose Bodalas has hinted at a possible sale of Nigerian midfielder Chrysanthus Uche, and interest from 4 English clubs has been confirmed. All right, Victor Boniface did mention getting closer to sealing a loan move to AC Milan, 30 million euros option to buy, which is not mandatory, as reported by Fabrizio Romano. And now Arsenal are about to hijack the deal from Tottenham Hotspur in signing Eberechi Eze from Crystal Palace. Understood the fee is in the region of £60 million. Personal terms agreed months ago, and club-to-club agreement has been agreed verbally, but paper, no signing just yet. Okay. Moving away from that, Manchester City and Rico Lewis are close to agreeing a deal over a new contract. Nothing has been signed, but all sides are working toward the 20-year-old renewing until 2030 with the Premier League club. The deal will also include an option to extend by 12 months. Newcastle United have seen an improved bid for Yohan Wissa rejected by Brentford. £35 million plus £5 million in a difficult-to-achieve add-ons, but turned down by Brentford. Nottingham Forest have agreed a deal to sign Douglas Luiz from Juventus, while AS Roma have signed Jamaican international Leon Bailey on loan from Aston Villa, the club announced. Villarreal are set to complete the signing of Chelsea's Renato Vega on a permanent deal. And Reliance is done with the show this morning. Thank you very much. We return later by 3 p.m. to continue the conversation on today's Sports Live. Good morning to you.
Oh, what did it happen now? No bonus for all my lines. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Unleash the power of the airways with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
A life without purpose is a life without destination. find the right direction for your life as you join Pastor Chris Ugo for 5 minutes of purpose discourse every weekday on Living with Purpose and Power.
Hi, my name is Chris Ugo, and this is Living with Purpose and Power. I'd like to specially welcome you today to today's episode. Today I'm looking at diligence. I began diligence yesterday and I'm going to finish it today. Diligence is a steady application in business of any kind, constant effort to accomplish what is undertaken. The secret skill of succeeding in every area of life is diligence. Everything yields to diligence. Your dream, your goals will never materialize until you apply diligence. Without diligence, you cannot make progress. Dr. Samuel Johnson says, few things are impossible to diligence and skill. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Everything yields to diligence. Proverbs 22:29. Do you see a man diligent and skillful in his business? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. I pray for you today. May you stand before kings. Dave Ramsey says that work is doing it. Discipline is doing it every day. Diligence is doing it well every day. The opposite of diligence is laziness, lethargy, casual attitude, indifference, idleness, sloth, irresponsibility, complacency, lukewarmness, apathy. Diligence is different from activity, being hurried in life, always pressed for time. That's not the same with diligence. Proverbs 27 verse 23 and 24 says, be diligent to know the state of your flock and attend to your herds. For riches are not forever, nor does a crown endure to all generation. There are 10 things you must know about diligence. Number 1, diligence requires you put first things first. Prioritize your priorities. You have to master the art of prioritizing. Keep the main thing the main thing. Number 2, diligence helps you turn vision into reality. It's important that you write the vision, make it plain, so that they may run that reads it, because the vision is for an appointed time. Diligence will require discipline. Discipline will promote diligence. Discipline is the proper management of your life to prepare and position you to fulfill your life assignment. Next, diligence requires focus. Next, diligence requires planning. Proverbs 21 verse 5, it says, the plans of the diligent lead to profit, as surely as haste leads to poverty. Diligence requires you must be relentless. It means you're unyielding. It means you never give up, always finishing what you started. Diligence requires you put away laziness. Next, diligence requires you deal with procrastination. You stop making excuses. Stop putting things off. You say, tomorrow I will do this. Tomorrow I'll do that. Later, one of these days I will do it. Today is the tomorrow you talked about yesterday. When I heard that for the first time, I just laughed. Next, diligence requires excellence. Go beyond status quo, beyond satisfied with just good enough. Give it your best shot. Diligence requires determination. Daniel 1 verse 8, the New Living Translation, it said, but Daniel was determined not to defile himself by eating the food and wine given to him by the king. He asked the chief of staff for permission not to eat this unacceptable food. So Daniel was determined. Diligence requires determination. Today I pray for you that no power will distract you. I take authority over the spirit of laziness. I break that power and I speak over your life that God will inspire you to success by the power of the Holy Spirit, that the Holy Spirit will inspire you to success. I pray for you today that diligence will promote you in Jesus' name. No more will you be sidetracked, overlooked, or passed by. I pray for you today that God will cause you to move higher and higher. I command the spirit of failure to go in Jesus' name. May diligence bring you into the company of the greats in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Today I bless you. I bless the works of your hand. Go and conquer your world. In Jesus' name, amen and amen. Thank you for being a part of today's broadcast. Make sure you share this with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend about it. God bless you. And send me a message to know how this has been a blessing to you. That will encourage me. Thank you for doing that. God bless you. Bye-bye, everybody.
You've been listening to Living with Purpose and Power. Connect with Pastor Chris Ugo on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at I am Chris Ugo, or email hello@chrisugo.org. Tune in tomorrow, same time on the station.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM. Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
A very good morning to you. This is the world news on your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, Thursday, 21st August 2025. The headlines. ADC criticizes proposed pay rise for politicians as insensitive amid hardship. Ogoni youth leader warns against political manipulation of high prep BOT. On the foreign scene, U.S. takes stricter measures to stop illegal migrants from Mexico. Details shortly. The African Democratic Congress ADC has rejected the proposed salary increase for Nigeria's top political office holders, describing it as insensitive and out of touch with the reality of Nigerians' daily struggles. In a statement by ADC National Publicity Secretary Bolaji Abdullahi, the party condemned the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission plan, which seeks to raise pay for the President, Vice President, Governors, Senate President, and other senior officials. The ADC highlighted that the current 70,000 naira monthly national minimum wage has been eroded by inflation, leaving ordinary citizens struggling to meet basic needs. The ADC's call comes amid growing public scrutiny of government spending and widening economic inequality. The party concluded by warning that failure to reconsider the plan could further erode public trust in the government and deepen dissatisfaction among citizens already grappling with financial hardship. The Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria has cautioned that ongoing policy instability is discouraging investment in Nigeria's oil and gas sector. President of Pengasin, Festus Osifo, raised a concern at the opening of the 4th Petroleum and Energy Advancement and Leadership Summit, PALES 2025, held in Abuja. Osifo noted that frequent amendments to key laws, particularly the Petroleum Industry Act PIA, had created uncertainty for investors. While addressing concern about erratic legislative changes, he commended recent executive orders signed by President Bola Tinubu aimed at boosting oil production, advance gas development, and streamline contracting processes. On worker safety, Osifo emphasized that no job is worth a life, stressing the need for strong safety procedures, continuous training, and transparent reporting across both offshore and onshore facilities. He referenced last 2024 helicopter crash near Bonny that claimed the lives of 3 Pengasen members. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oloyede, has reiterated his commitment to improving the welfare of officers and soldiers across the country. According to him, the well-being of troops and their families remain a top priority under his leadership. Oloyede gave this assurance while addressing newsmen at the end of his 3-day operational visit to the headquarters of the Nigerian Army 6th Division in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The Army Chief, who inaugurated several projects during the visit, said the tour was primarily aimed at assessing the operational readiness of formations under the division, as well as to interact with troops and critical stakeholders in the Niger Delta region, explaining that the visit allowed him to see firsthand the challenges confronting soldiers in their front line of duty. According to him, ensuring their welfare is essential to maintaining high morale and effectiveness in the discharge of military operations. The people of Huaba community in Ahoda East local government area of Rivers State have decried the absence of public power supply for over 70 years. Residents who spoke to Today FM's Shana Kenneth said they rely solely on private generators for electricity, which they say they purchase at personal cost. They equally lamented the lack of power and how it has stifled economic growth in the community, forcing many to travel to the main town for services that require electricity. Residents explained that community members avoid going out late at night due to insecurity and revealed that they pay as much as 200 naira to charge their phones. They further decried the lack of potable water, stating that their only sources of water are the solar-powered facility and nearby streams.
Have electricity here. Very critical for us, unless those that have a private generator. It's only those that have their private generator do the barbering business here. The government should come to our aid.
We don't have light in this community. I never see light for this community. Water, they drinking river water, well water. We want government to come and help us. For night, we no see road. If you want waka from your house, go community, everywhere, darkness. To charging phone, like this small phone, they go collect 200. Would they suffer for this community as you see us like this?
The people of Gwara community in Kana local government area of Rivers State have been advised not to allow themselves to be used for selfish political interests. The global president of Ugoni Youth Development Initiative, Imeabisevia Oscar, who hails from Gwara community, said this in reaction to a summon issued against him by his kinsmen following his open letter to President Bola Tinubu, calling for a review of the appointment of Emmanuel Deya as chairman, Board of Trustees of the Hydrocarbon Pollution Remediation Project, HYPREP. Oscar Xavier stated that as an indigene of Gwara, he has always stood for justice, fairness, and peace, and has remained committed to promoting development in Ogoni. He equally noted that his only offense was his open support for the reappointment of Mike Wealagi, a position he said was not based on personal interest but on Wealagi's proven commitment to the development of Ogoni. According to Xavier Oscar, since his letter to the president, he has received several threats, including an attempted traditional oath against him by his kinsmen, which he alleged was instigated by Deya.
Of this message is as urgent as it is necessary. If left unaddressed, the current development in Gwara community could lead to a breakdown of law and order. As a law-abiding citizen of Gwara and Nigeria, I have always stood for justice, fairness, and peace. I remain committed to promoting development wherever I find myself. However, in light of recent events, I feel compelled to speak out. The actions and utterance of Malwe, if left unchecked, could spark a serious communal crisis in Gwara community. I openly expressed my support for the reappointment of Dr. Maiwe Lagi. My position was based not on personal interest. Surprisingly, the Malwe taking my stance as a personal attack.
Xavier Oscar, who also serves as chairman of the Coalition of River State Youth Bodies, cautioned against allowing the community to be hijacked by political desperation, instead called for peace, justice, and true development for Gwara and the entire Ogoni land.
My open letter to Mr. President Bola Tinubu, I have received multiple threats to my life through messages, phone calls, and other disturbing means. What crime have I committed other than expressing a different opinion? Is it now a sin to demand what is right? Wemale have gone as far as inciting the entire community against me. Elders were reportedly asked to conduct traditional rites against me, a matter for which I have credible video evidence. These actions have created a tense atmosphere in Gwara. I have received information that talks loyal to him are planning to attack me anytime I get to my village. Minister of Federal Capital Territory is allegedly behind this manipulated appointment due to his personal interest in Ogoni affairs. Chief Wike should not interfere in the nomination of HYPREP board.
You are listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After this break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Stay tuned.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
We thank you for staying with us. A youth activist, Goodluck Oke, has reacted to comments made by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, concerning the capacity of former Rivers State Governor Chibuike Amechi to secure the ADC presidential ticket. Oke criticized Wike's remarks, urging the FCT minister not to mock his kinsmen. Speaking in an interview with Today FM Priye Sogo, Oke highlighted the accomplishments of both politicians in their past roles, stressing the need for unity and mutual respect. The activist, who is also from Ikore ethnic nationality, expressed the belief that both leaders have the potential to become president and should support each other's ambition. He added that presidential hopefuls from other regions are not undermining one another and therefore called on Ikore brothers to unite.
A theme of joy to an Ikore man that we have prominent men like Right Honorable Chibikere Tomi Amechi and the FCT Minister Barsa E.M. Wike. But unfortunately, we see our leaders in every opportunity trying to malign each other, trying to pull down each other. This is unfortunate. If this continues, it is definitely going to stop the vision of an Ikore man to be the president of Nigeria. We are not the first to have two sons in the political frontliner. Former president of Nigeria, though late Umaru Musa and Muhammadu Buhari, we are all from Katsina State, and they all had ambition to be president of this country and contested election. None of them put each other down. Why is that of an Ikore man different? Let us work together. Let us pool our resources together.
The people of Elele Alimini community in Emoha local government area of Rivers State have concluded a general meeting for Saturday. Have scheduled, a general meeting for Saturday, 23rd August 2025 to deliberate on key issues affecting the development of the community. The paramount ruler-elect, His Royal Highness Eze Peter Wabara, in a statement, called on all members of Obako Elele Alimini, including the executive, elders, elites, women, the Inadi committee, youth, and the entire community, both at home and abroad, to attend the meeting at the Elele Alimini Civic Center. According to the statement signed by the Public Relations Officer of Obako Elele Alimini, Chief Lord Misa Okpaka, the meeting will hold at 10 a.m. on the scheduled date. It will focus on drawing up a program of activities for the forthcoming New Yam Festival, Ozuzu, set to take place next month. The statement further noted that the forum will also provide an avenue for stakeholders to explore strategies in enhancing security, protect lives and property, and to strengthen cooperation among both indigenes and non-indigenes residing in the community. On the foreign scene, the entire U.S.-Mexico border wall will be painted black to make it hotter and harder to climb. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said the idea was that of the U.S. President Donald Trump. While domestic detentions and deportations have been the primary focus of the current immigration crackdown, Trump's policy bill passed earlier this summer also allocated $46 million for additional wall construction. About a half mile of wall is going up each day along the nearly 2,000-mile border, according to Noem. The number of border crossings has plunged in recent months, and the Trump administration says sweeping arrests and detentions are acting as a deterrent to illegal migration. To end the news, here's a summary of the major stories. The Action Democratic Congress has criticized the proposed pay rise for politicians as insensitive amid economic hardship in Nigeria. You heard that an Ogoni youth leader has warned against the political manipulation of High Prep Board of Trustees. On the foreign scene, we told you that the U.S. is taking stricter measures to stop illegal migrants from Mexico. That's the news that's edited by Efuna Obeme Indukwe. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850 or send your mails to news@todayfmlive.com. Read our stories on our website, www.todayfmlive.com. I am Kelly Ikemenchima. Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Turn the dial and turn up the thrill. We are not in the same league. We are rewriting the rules. Here on Today 95.1 FM.
Oh, what did they happen now? No bonus for all my lines. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey, and when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
Sustainable living is our goal. Eco-friendly with Take Control. Reducing waste, conserving space for a brighter, greener garden city. A healthy environment, our greatest gear. Dear Rivers people, let's lead the way. Plant some trees, save some space, keep our ocean, air and land clean. Waste management, a must-win fight. Segregate and compost waste at all times. Do not be first to litter. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover too. Save the earth. Take a stand today. Go green, live clean every day. Join us hand in hand to regain our green garden city where life blooms with nature's harmony in every room. Be a part of the crew, the Unique Creek viewers leading the way. This message is brought to you by the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt's Creek View.
International Education Fair 2025. Unlock global opportunities at the International Education Fair. Proudly brought to you by Oak Dexter Education Consult. Meet top universities from Canada, USA, UK, Ireland, France, Australia, St. Kitts and Nevis, Grenada. Enjoy free on-the-spot assessments and explore flexible, innovative payment plans directly from the universities. Come with your academic credentials. Attendance is absolutely free. Happening live on Saturday, September 6, 2025 at Hotel Presidential, Aba Road, Port Harcourt at 10 a.m. Contact 0808-385-3058, 0809-655-6600, 0901-992-9543. That is 0808-385-3058, 0809-655-6600, 0901-992-9543, or marketing at oakdexterconsults.com. Don't miss it. Your future starts here.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Please listen to this paid infomercial.
I welcome you, Mr. Casey, from the Nigeria Business Mastery Group.
Thank you very much. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's glad being here today.
Mr. Casey, a lot of people want to know what the Nigeria Business Mastery Group is all about.
The Nigerian Business Mastery Group is an international business partnership organization that shows smart and forward-thinking people how they can raise funds for businesses or projects. The word there is raise, right? So what is done in the Nigerian Business Mastery Group is that we will show you alternative ways you can use to raise the funds you need to set up that business that you have been trying to set up over a period of time.
Now, since 2016, the Business Development Assistance Program has been helping people build their businesses by providing them a real-life functional roadmap that helps them raise business capital. Now, we know that having the capital to start your business is not just enough. That you have the capital does not mean your business is going to be successful. As such,
if you respond to us through this program you're listening to right now, we will talk to you completely free of charge, right? You don't need to pay anything as far as you are responding from this program. But if you miss this slot and you still wish to speak with us, then you may have to pay a consultancy fee when you come to our office. So it will do you a world of good to respond to us through this program now.
So what we do is that we don't just help you raise the money you need for your business or project. We'll also mentor you to ensure that that business or project you've started becomes a very successful business.
Now, Mr. Casey, looking at your explanation, what are the categories of people you will want to engage in the Nigeria Business Mastery Group?
I'm going to list out the category of people based on the kind of problems we can help them solve, right? So the people we are looking at are people in the following category. 1, do you have a plan to start up a business? Pick up your phone and text yes
to the Nigeria Business Mastery Group.
Do you have a business that needs money to expand? Pick up your phone and send yes
to the Nigeria Business Mastery Group.
Do you need to raise money to pay fees for your children? Pick up your phone and send yes
to the Nigeria Business Mastery Group.
Do you need to raise money to pay your rent? Pick up the phone and send yes
to the Nigeria Business Mastery Group.
Do you need to raise capital for whatever smart project you have in mind? Whatever it is you want to do, and you've had that project in mind for a long time, for years, you've not been able to raise the funds and you don't know how to raise the funds. Pick up your phone and send yes
to the Nigeria Business Mastery Group. Because the Nigeria Business Mastery Group has a functional working plan on ground that we use to help you raise funds for your businesses or projects over a period of time you choose.
So we challenge you to deal with your cash flow problems today
by letting the Nigeria Business Mastery Group help you today. If you respond to us through this program you're listening to right now, we will talk to you completely free of charge, right? You don't need to pay anything as far as you are responding from this program. But if you miss this slot and you still wish to speak with us, then you may have to pay a consultancy fee when you come to our office. So it will do you a world of good to respond to us through this program now. The consultants of the Nigeria Business Mastery Group
will be on ground to discuss with a limited number of people who we will assist in raising capital. So if you are with your phone, get ready to text yes, right? Do not delay. Pick up your phone now and get ready to be the first to send yes to the number I'm going to be calling out in a short while. So don't just sit down there and hope your life gets better. Know this: hope is not a business strategy. The moment you sit down there hoping for your life to get better, you are wasting precious time, because hope is not a business strategy.
Talk to our consultants and be one of the first to benefit from the Business Partnership Assistance Program of the Nigeria Business Mastery Group.
So, if you'd like us to help you raise the funds you need for your business or project, send yes, YES, to
0813 610 3130. Again, 0813 610 3130.
The consultants of the Nigeria Business Mastery Group
are on ground to assist you raise capital for your business or project. All you need to do is to be among the first to send yes to
0813 610 3130. Again, 0813 610 3130.
The consultants of the Nigeria Business Mastery Group
are on ground to assist you raise capital for your business or project. All you need to do is to be among the first to send yes to
0813 610 3130. Again, 0813 610 3130. 0813 610 3130.
And that was a paid infomercial.
Today 95.1 FM, where news meets insight, sports meets passion, and entertainment meets excellence. Expert analysis from seasoned professionals and our top analysts, informing, educating, and entertaining you. Your voice, your station. We are the voice of the people.
Time for us to take you through the stories from the newspapers. It's the newspaper review segment on today's Quest Today 95.1 FM.
We obtained statements from the suspects, and they probably obtained statements from the coppers. And we told the coppers the next step we were to take, which was to hand them over to police for investigation. However, the coppers, especially this particular one on the video that is trending, with her parents, somebody who called and said it was the father, pleaded with us that for the sensitive nature of that video, that they wouldn't want the matter, they wouldn't want us to hand them over to police for prosecution. And in their own word, that it will go a long way to be against the lady in question, because, as I said, because of the sensitive nature of it. And because there's no way, according to them, we can proceed to court to prosecute these people without the evidence, and they wouldn't want the video trending. In fact, they went ahead to plead that any person with the video should delete it. coming from them. We agreed to that. And there and then, they listed out some of the things they claimed were damaged, including laptop, phones, and other things. And we paid. As I speak to you, they have been on suspension since July. They haven't been receiving salaries. They haven't been on duty. In fact, since July to today, one can describe them as not being members of the security outfit. We kept them within our reach to ensure that, because we told the family that anytime you are ready, you are willing, that we'll take them to court. In further demonstration of our openness and our readiness to be fair to everybody, we are going to take them now, with or without the girl and members of our family. We are going to take them to the police and hand them over to the police. And this is the essence of bringing them out so that everybody will see them. We are not shielding anybody. Because some people have been insinuating, somebody's trying to sweep this under the carpet. And I said, in further demonstration, that is not what we're doing. And the governor of Anambra said, Mr. Governor Chukwuma Soludo is not interested. He has not sent us out to molest anybody. The core mandate of this outfit is to complement the federal security agencies in the provision of protection of lives and properties in Anambra State. Our job, our duty is for security of lives and properties of the Anambra. We are not here, and everybody, whether Anambra individual or anybody living and doing business in Anambra, is protected. Our job is to protect everybody. And we want to assure the Anambra and everybody that once you're in Anambra, Udogachi Agune Chembai is not a group that is set out to intimidate anybody. And we keep calling our people, anytime you see any of our operatives going outside their mandate, please bring the complaints to us. And you can be sure that we are going to handle the matter to your satisfaction.
Whatever may be the offense the young lady has committed, there are better ways to address it, but not to brutalize her. A core member for that matter. Whatever she may have done, if Udogachi as a group knows that they don't have prosecutorial power, the right thing to do was to arrest her like you arrest somebody and hand her over to the police. You can't dehumanize those you are supposed to protect. You can't maltreat those you are supposed to protect. It goes to show in clear time, because I've said it time and time again, that these people are not trained. You don't take guns and hand over to irresponsible people and ask them to descend on the citizen and deal with them. It is sad and unacceptable. They should be disbanded and trained and properly prepared to be a security outfit. Get them properly educated. Get them properly indoctrinated into the principles of a modern society. It is only at such a time that they can operate. But as of now, they should be disbanded. This is a case one too many.
What happened on July the 23rd, and I want to emphasize this, that this incident happened on July 23rd, almost a month ago. Coincidentally, it's coming out on social media a month after. It was, my friend, get away, you're distracting me. I don't know, my people are just all over the place, distracting us, as it were. This event happened on the 23rd of July, and this is where very law-abiding people, rule of law, security of life and property, happen to be our number one agenda. That's the number one in our 5-pillar agenda. And our people swung into action immediately. Immediately, this was brought to the attention of our Homeland Security team, and those guys were arrested instantly. And then the victim was approached, and some restitution instantly made. I understand that the briefing I got was that her phone was damaged, and some others' phones were damaged in the process, and they were all made well. I mean, there was some restitution to that effect. You know, it was taken care of medically, and then those guys were apprehended, first suspended, and the investigation ongoing. But I understand initially that the family of the parents or the family of the victim was quite reluctant to go for any prosecution or for them, taking the matter because, well, for whatever private considerations, they didn't want that to go forward. But finally, this has now come on. We've still had to do the needful. Those guys have been, they were arrested in custody, and they've been on suspension pending the outcome of the investigation. And just recently, in fact, I just received a letter today, dated yesterday, from the NYSC director in the state, giving me, summary of what had happened and so on and so forth, and now indicating that the family wants, the matter to go forward, and that's welcome. Just like I said, we're people of the rule of law. Even as a person, I'm always for rule of law. The law must take its course, regardless of who is involved. But again, you got to hear both sides of the case. But whatever the matter, that was my. I thought it was quite despicable. The scene that I saw on video, I was quite outraged. And whatever, because I have got 4 beautiful daughters, and I couldn't imagine that happening to any of my daughters. Whatever the crime, whatever the thing is, nobody deserves to be treated that way, under no circumstance whatsoever. If they were criminals or suspected criminals or whatever thing, you arrest them and we'll prosecute them for a due process. It's not going to, have these brutal, beatings and so on and so forth. That's not who we are. We've condemned that in the strongest of terms, and of course, the due process of law will take its course. You see, I said that in the context of the debate going on in my state, in a context where you have established a process of zoning, and somebody wants to cut short that particular zoning, or to, if you like, torpedo that, They come with this sweetener. Oh, if you give me this and then I will only spend this. They know they were being disingenuous. They came with that argument in 2017 when my predecessor was running for a second term. They came here and telling a number of people, oh, some people promising us, including some people on the terrain today. A number of people were quick to see through the disingenuity of that, of that kind of promise. And of course, voted massively for that we won 21 over 21 local governments in that election. Nobody bought that crap, as it were. And now again, we are in for another election. And some people are again emerging in the same state. I am from the South, and the North just finished, handed over to the South, and the South will serve its term, and then it will go to Central. And now some people from the South senatorial zone are showing up because they realize that it does just like people say, oh, don't worry, if you vote for me, so they are swimming against the tide. Oh, that if you vote for me, I will spend only one term. I will spend only one term. Meanwhile, you see the manifesto that they are rolling out. You realize that even if they were to spend even 20 years, they wouldn't even scratch it. I mean, it's just, I don't know how to describe it. So you're just taking the people to be, you're just playing on the people's intelligence. You just think everybody is a fool. You just think, sorry. If anybody saying that, it's either it's just being deliberately deceitful, okay? Or there might be something not working right upstairs to take the entire people of Anambra State as fools, you know, to think that the entire people are fools. Not to see through the lie, not to see through the deception, then the person must have a mental issue. And I said, let the people vote. And they spoke very loudly. We won 75% of the votes. We won 100% of, we won 75% of the votes. For the first time, over 90,000 in a Senate election, by-election, that is often marred with low voter turnout. Unprecedented in the history of Anambra. We got 90-something thousand votes. Then you have over 90,000 votes. Then for the, even won all the wards. Even polling units, I'm told we only lost about 11. Which is about 99.5% of the polling units we won. So when I say that, I'm not saying what Soludo thinks. We are de facto the consensus candidate of the Anambra for the forthcoming election. And all we ask, and that's what we say to the people, they are carrying on the campaign by themselves.
For example, I've seen people now trying to create political negativity over the Falcons, for example, that they have already paid this one, that. That is very, very unfair on the president to do that, because the Falcons played a tournament. There is clear bonuses and this that they're supposed to get, and those bonuses that they were supposed to get, they were paid 100%. Everything they were supposed to get from that tournament, even before they played the final. It's not like because they have been paid. Yeah, I know, they paid 100%. They were paid all their bonuses and the cab allowances and everything. So they have earned, that's their legitimate money, and the president directed and approved that they should be paid even before they played the final, and they were paid, including even the final match that they have not played. They were paid the money. So that's been sorted. The gifts Mr. President provided and everything is of the president. He didn't say I will pay tomorrow, I will pay next day, I will pay whatever, but definitely they will be paid. And what we did on that one, immediately the president made that pronouncement, the next 2 days, all the account numbers of the players were collected, their addresses were collected, and a schedule was done of who gets what, this is their address, and sent to Mr. President to direct. They should be paid. The money should be paid direct to their accounts, not even through any third party, and also direct the Minister of Housing to issue the land with the addresses, and also direct the Minister of Intergovernmental Affairs to issue the national award to the addresses. That has been done. So it's going through the mill before anybody even asked about it. Has been done. Both Falcons, the Tigers, and everybody was done. Even the Tigers, for example, I want to go there because they too, the Tigers, sorry about it. Those two also have their own bonuses agreed. If you win the tournament, this is what you will get. The moment they came back to Abuja, they all received 100% what was agreed as their legitimate winning bonus for the tournament that has been paid to them. Whatever president is paying to them is the bonus that the president, at his own discretion, gave them. So people should not go and start making it look like something that is, this president will not allow this to go beyond what is necessary. The process will have to follow. Because even if, for example, people now know that the president just say they should be paid money today and the next day they carry money and give them, we should be worried. Because there has to be process. There has to be documentation. There has to be records. Otherwise, what kind of government are we running? That they will just say pay 100,000 to the next day, carry 100,000 and give them from where? There has to be a process where collect the accounts, do the process, go to Minister of Finance, go to audit, go into the list of vouchers, so there will be records of who gets what and everything. That's how government is run. People should not, I just digress to making that provision because of what issue here have been like that before. So it shows we have been intentional about it to support what we are doing.
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the newspaper review segment on our breakfast special, Today's Quest. Kelly Kemejima is my name. Well, I'm really joy to be here as usual. I enjoy myself every time. You know, this is kind of job that, you know, it's not exclusive. Some of you have jobs like that you really enjoy doing. I really enjoy doing my job. Okay, I really enjoy it. It's a fun job, even though sometimes it takes great amount of effort to do it correctly, which is what is expected of work. Work is not necessarily supposed to be easy. Some of us have a warped concept of work. Work is not necessarily supposed to be easy. But being that is something that you enjoy doing, you grow in it, you test yourself, you stretch yourself, you put yourself through the process. So I'm happy to be here. All right. It's another day and we're going to do what we have to do. All right. So welcome everyone to the newspaper review segment. So I just turned my face and I see that I have an advert to go and pay for. So let's take that commercial break. We're back in a moment. Please stay with us.
What did happen now? No bonus for all my lines. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Unleash the power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
All right, thank you all for staying with us. So you listened to 3 things this morning. First one, you listened to the special advisor, I think a special advisor to the governor on security, I think Homeland Security in Anambra State, that is now giving us an update on the 8 operatives that brutalized that girl, the NYC core member. The key thing I want to take away is they've held them, they've not paid their salaries, but whether or not the girl wants to pursue prosecution, they are now prosecuting them. That's the key thing in what he said for me that stood out. So they were paraded yesterday. I don't know what's wrong with Anambra State. Even after the courts have said that parading is illegal, the courts have said so. If you notice, the police no longer parades suspects. They don't do it anymore. But they paraded them, so we'll see their face. Okay, fine. That's one account. The second one is we're not going to prosecute them, so they're handing them over to the police for prosecution. Okay. Governor Soludo was on Arise TV yesterday and he spoke on that same issue. That's the second thing you listen to. Soludo now says the parents have now come back through the NYSC and are insisting on prosecution. I'm confused. That press conference of the parade happened yesterday. The interview of Soludo on national TV happened yesterday. So what is going on? Anyway, there's one thing I hold strongly, which is what I've asked on social media. The timing of these events are quite questionable. It raises a lot of dust, really, if not for anything. The event happened on the 23rd of July. That's when the brutality happened. The 23rd of July. Today is 21st of August. The video went viral on the 19th of August. So, saved by what? 5 days or 4 days? It would have made 1 month since that girl was harassed and brutalized by the vigilante members in Anambra State. In the same period, Governor Soludo has had several events that have gone viral. We didn't hear of this issue. We didn't hear that Anambra State was taking steps to prosecute 8 vigilante members of the Agune Chamber vigilante setup for the Udo Gachi security movement, and they were prosecuting those 8 vigilante members for brutalizing a core member. We did not hear. So perhaps if the video had not gone viral, Anambra State government wouldn't have done anything. They would have just remained silent. Perhaps they settled the girl, like they said, restitution had been made. Perhaps they did all of those things and they're like, leave it, let's just wait and see. And maybe out of frustration that maybe certain promises were made and the government wasn't keeping their side of the bargain, someone decided to push that video on social media. And the storm that has greeted it is now forced. See how quick they are moving. Initially, they said they arrested them. Oh, we cannot prosecute them because the girl says she doesn't want to push charges. We're like, I don't understand. The state cannot take this matter up. Now the special advisor is saying, we have decided to do it whether the girl wants it or not. And the governor has now come out to say, NYC has communicated to them that the parents now want to file charges. I'm like, what's going on? It's also possible. This is not because I've said that I like Soludo. It's also possible that Soludo was not aware of this incident until the video went viral. It's also possible that the governor was not aware of this incident until the video went viral. So at this point, it's out there. Somebody did not give you information, and I'm not sure he will want to come out to, feign denial or stuff. He has to take responsibility. Anyway, you listen to that. But I ask a question. Soludo sacks orders prosecution of vigilante operatives who assaulted NYC member. The incident happened on the 23rd of July 2025. He said so, and he tried to dismiss it. Soludo actually tried to dismiss it by saying the wave now, the viral content is a distraction and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what distraction? If you had acted earlier, nobody would be talking about it now, would be assessing your actions. But clearly, it's almost a month, and your government did not do anything, at least such that the public could have taken notice of. Because if they did, I'm sure this video would not have gone viral. The video would not have been posted in the first place. But there you have it. So, the incident happened on the 23rd of July 2025, but the clip went viral only on Monday. Yeah? Looking at when the incident happened and seeming actions taken now, does it say that the government was actually not serious in prosecuting the offenders of the core member? Do you understand? So that's the question for opinion poll this morning. I'd like to hear from you because it doesn't add up. Anyway, so he spoke on that issue, and then he touched and he gave a bit more premise to that issue of anybody say they want to do 110 or they have mental issues. See, the man he has even explained it, that it's an issue in Anambra State. So he wasn't referring to, he was talking to the candidate, I think it's the candidate of the Labour Party who made that statement. I know some of them are not going to agree, no problem. But you listen to His Excellency Chukwuma Charles Soludo of Anambra State, the executive governor. And then he closed off by saying that Anambra is de facto, ABGA is de facto consensus party for Anambra State. Of course, in the build-up to the election, I think that's in November or so. If I missed it, I think it's in November. But there you have it, the governor of Anambra State speaking on TV yesterday with some conflicting, I don't know. But lastly, the Sports Council has explained the possible reasons, I say possible reasons for the delay in the payment of the gifts, redeeming the gifts for the Falcons, the Super Falcons, and the Tigers. It says process. I'm like, process, eh? See, let me not take too much time talking about some of these things. We'll ask these questions. Maybe we'll just interrogate it. They say process. Okay. So those are the items you listen to for this morning. There are channels that you can reach out to us, say something. We'd like to hear from you. We'd like to read your comments. We'd like to hear your voice, have you speak live on the radio. So there's a line you can call when it's open, 0810-9510-951. Again, 0810-9510-951. So you can use that number to call us when the phone lines are open. All right? You can send messages. You can send a text via the SMS channel or the traditional or the WhatsApp channel. You can send a text or you can send a voice note via WhatsApp. Keep it within 60 seconds. 0701 9339 962. 0701 9339 962. Use that. On Facebook, we have, of course, that story from Anambra State, opinion poll this morning, and the general post on Facebook at Today951FM. Today951FM. Whereas on X, we have posts for you on X, which is opinion poll at TodayFM951. TodayFM951. So all of those protocols out of the way. A number of stories. We'll go for a commercial break in a bit. But let's see if we can read a story or two before we take that commercial break. All right? So, today is International Day of Remembrance and Tribute to Victims of Terrorism. Acts of terrorism propagating a wide range of hateful ideologies continue to injure, harm, and kill thousands of innocent people each year. Despite international condemnation of terrorism, victims and survivors of terrorism often struggle to have their voices heard, their needs supported, and their rights upheld. Victims often feel forgotten and neglected once the immediate aftermath of a terrorist attack fades, with profound consequences for them. Few member states have the resources or the capacity to fulfill the medium and long-term needs of victims of terrorism to enable them fully recover, rehabilitate, and reintegrate into society. Most victims can only recover and cope with their trauma through long-term, multidimensional support, including physical, psychological, social, and financial. Member states have the primary responsibility to support victims of terrorism and uphold their rights. The United Nations has an important role in supporting member states to implement the UN Global Counter-Terrorism Strategy by standing in solidarity and providing support to victims of terrorism. So that's the focus for this year. Daily Post: Nigerian government shuts down over 13 million social media accounts. Well, take this story with fingers crossed. I won't be surprised if we have some clarification later on. But this is the story. The Nigerian government has closed down about 13,597,057 social media accounts. The accounts were removed for offensive content and violations of the code of practice by users of social media platforms such as TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and X. This was disclosed in the Code of Practice 2024 compliance report submitted to the government by promoters of interactive computer service platforms such as Google, Microsoft, and TikTok, among others. The Code of Practice was issued jointly by the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, the National Information Technology Development Agency, NIDA, and the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC. The 2024 report, titled Code of Practice 2024 Compliance Report, highlights social media platforms' efforts on online harm protection. A statement released on Wednesday by the spokesperson of NIDA, Hadiza Umar, says a total of 58,909,112 offensive contents were taken down from various platforms. The government agency commended Google, Microsoft, and TikTok for their continued compliance with the Code of Practice for interactive computer service platforms or internet intermediaries, and also noted that 754,629 registered complaints were received. The NIDA spokesperson added that 420,439 pieces of content were removed and re-uploaded following appeals by users. The compliance reports provide valuable insights into platforms' efforts to address user safety concerns in line with the Code of Practice and the platform's community guidelines. The submission of these reports marks a significant step toward fostering a safer and responsible digital environment for Nigerian users. We remain committed to working with industry players, civil society, and regulatory partners to further strengthen user safety measures, enhance digital literacy, and promote trust and transparency in Nigeria's digital ecosystem. So that is that story. Let's just continue. When the guests they make their way to the studio, we'll talk to them. Parents of brutalized Anambra NYSC lady initially rejected prosecution. That's what you listened to this morning. The executive governor of Anambra State, Chukwuma Charles Soludo, speaking on the brutalized Anambra core member. So we'll listen to him this morning. I'm going to roll the story over. And then before we take another one, let's apply the break. We'll go for that commercial break. On return, we'll continue. Please stay right here.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
All right, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We have Bless from Trade Minds Hub. Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Kelly. I asked you why you wore white today. I'm also wearing white. You didn't answer me.
It's more like you copied me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of increasing my security surveillance. Yeah.
Okay, I'm a cybersecurity expert.
No, I won't employ you. I won't do it. You'll compromise my security.
No, there is difference between friendship and business.
No, I can't do it. I understand the implications of keeping me secure.
That I can secure you.
That's what I've said. Did I get to shade you hard? Mad one. Welcome, Blessed.
Thank you, my brother from another mother. What's up?
So you have a message for the wonderful listener this morning from
Yeah, of course. Always have. You see, in Six Sigma, continuous improvement is one of those things that keeps you in the business. And there's what we call DPMO, which is defect per million opportunity. So if you're giving 1 million opportunity, how many defects are you expecting to have or expected to have? That's DPMO. So that's why we always strive and look forward to improving our service delivery. And this morning, a big shout out to the Amakri family and others, David's family, taking time. The Catch Them Young training we did, sending kids to come get trained and empowered, and you see children doing amazing things. And last week I was supposed to be here, but I got caught up with too much activities. Edwin have been beefing me. I'm canceling this time.
Okay.
So because I got this wonderful opportunity, because I wanted to do all the legal documentation and everything and ensure before I go out there to say anything, because a lot of people trust me.
Okay.
And so you must protect that integrity first before anything. So we currently have sealed a contract and partnership with a vocational training institute in Spain.
Okay.
With campuses in Barcelona and Madrid. So if you enroll in our academy, you'd have to get trained in the area of tech, though they have several other areas they cover, which I've even given out to my big brother. I won't mention his name. So when we train you, we can deploy you to Spain.
Okay.
To go do this training again. And
that's double training?
Yeah. Because the entrance there, we don't want to kind of go to start from scratch again. Because in Nigeria has too many bad image. So I prefer, because why they reached out is because a few persons have trained, traveled, right? And they got the result. To say, started tracing back to the source. Who trained you? So that's how we got to have this conversation. So once you get there, it's like a master's degree program. So you can do 2 years in Spain. And I think even 1 year school fee in Nigeria is more expensive than that. And you have 2 year, 30 hours per week working permit. So you can work for 30 hours every week. And if I break down all the packages involved, it's so good, so much so that between last week and now, I think I have almost 10 persons who have fully registered and currently going through training. Because one of the beautiful things is that you need to speak Yeremente. You need to know how to speak some level of Spanish to be able to interact and do access. I don't know which language Nigeria prefer when people are coming into Nigeria. So we also do the Spanish training for you so that it will help you be able to interact with people. So this is a big one for me. So I just say, to anyone who trusts me, who still wants to do business with me, who is interested in going through. Sometimes it's not a must that you get trained here. If we access your level of skills here, you can say, do direct application to them, right? So we'll just give you all the necessary documents.
So your training is on Forex?
No. I do tech trading AI. That's what we compound in my hub. So this is not FX related. These ones are purely tech. purely tech. Let's say cybersecurity, web development, front end, back end, data analysis. In fact, they have training for electricians and all of those guys too. So it's like you're going there to do masters.
Okay.
So this covers all the areas of my tech calling. Yeah, that area. So anybody who is interested, who's just listening to me now, who said, I want to chaperone my skill, I want to get out there and be better. Because one thing, a friend very close, just like you are, came and started training since on Monday, is that you must add more value to yourself. And believe me, Mr. Kelly, if you finish that 2 years training and you have that certification from Spain, believe me, the way you stand out. Because I've done several of those AIA and in America and UK. And so I know the difference. I know where it places me when I get into certain rooms, when I have certain opportunities. The moment I fly, that's why some things are just not to mention on air. So these are mega opportunities whereby I know parents who children are in like 300, 400 level in the university. They've paid.
Okay.
Say I want my child to go for that training because they know when they saw the curriculum, saw everything, they say, this is what I want my children to.
So it's physical, not virtual?
They're physical, yeah, you have to go to Spain.
You have to go to Spain?
Yeah, you have to go.
Which means there will be an additional cost for the parents.
For
flights.
That's a default thing. I didn't come here disappearing.
Okay, so you're just talking about the school and the opportunities that
the
opened
school there. And the opportunities that's opened there. The flight and everything is all on them. The accommodation. In fact, we have a representative who is going to be from Spain direct, who's going to be in Port Harcourt, I think by first week of September.
Okay.
Yes. So first week, so everybody that have already enrolled will send them messages. They will come and meet this person one-on-one, and the person is also coming to do some other training physically for them, and she will likely stay about a month plus in Port Harcourt here. Right. That's how deep we take these things, because it's not when you have a good name, you don't trade it for anything. Yeah.
So how can people reach out? What do they need to do?
So what they just need to do is to call or message us on 0811-610-6891. 0811-610-6891, or you can visit our office, plot 157, Rumagba Housing Estate, to get inquiry, to enroll. And like I said, you see a representative from Spain. For me to drag them down here to Nigeria, it's not beans.
Okay.
For you to be able to have that one-on-one encounter. And the beautiful thing is that for those whose admission is like next year, so the parents were like, oh, I don't have all the bulk of the money. We say, okay, this is what the trading house come in. So let's say everything will cost you $10,000 and you don't have $10,000, so you could give us $5,000. Before that time, we've traded out the remaining $5,000 for you to make. Yeah, so it's smart money concept. So you don't need to have all the money per se. You just need to know what to do to have the money. So our trading house can trade out some of the money that you will use to cover up. Because
are you giving them that as a guarantee?
Of course,
it's a guarantee to the parents.
Of course,
that they know that what they have done, at the end of the day, they'll be able to raise the difference.
Mr. Kelly, I didn't want to say this on air, but you just pushed me now.
We're almost out of time.
Yes,
because they would like to know.
As far as I've gone as far as having legal agreement in my trading house now, meaning that I bring in a lawyer.
Okay.
Who signs an agreement before you give us money? A lawyer signs. You see the capital protection terms and everything there. So it's not tales by moonlight. Okay. I'm getting very serious in this thing. So I don't want you to wear white